If you noticed, we were all wearing blue today, Raya, correct?
Yes, and there's a reason for that. I'm in blue, Michael's in blue, the other Mike is in blue. It's because it's a National Dress Blue Day, and it's a time to bring awareness to colorectal cancer and support those who are impacted. So Michael Holtz is a colorectal cancer survivor from right here in Knoxville. Michael, more than 150,000 people are expected to be diagnosed with this disease this year alone, but it's something that's highly preventable. Talk to me about that.
It is highly preventable. Early detection is key, of course. So we know that colonoscopy is the gold standard for detecting colon cancer early. The screening age guidelines have just changed within the last year or so. So if you're over the age of 45, it's time to talk to your doctor about getting a colon cancer screening test. Again, colonoscopy is the gold standard. There are other tests. There's FIT tests. There are fecal DNA tests. There's a test that you can get sent to your home, right? And you produce a sample, put it in a box, send it off to the lab, and you get a report that says, here's where we are. You may need to get a colonoscopy. But yeah, so there are options. I always tell people the best colon cancer screening test is the one that you'll actually do.
There you go. So make an appointment, get it done. You were diagnosed at age 43.
I was 43. It was 5 days after my 43rd birthday, actually.
Boy, yeah. And so tell me about your journey of when you were first diagnosed and how you're now an advocate and a champion of awareness for this disease.
So yeah, I was diagnosed at age 43. I was having some funky digestive symptoms that ultimately led to blood in the toilet, which was the reason my primary care doctor sent me to get a colonoscopy. I was diagnosed and went through a year of oral chemo and radiation. I had surgery to remove the tumor, ultimately ended up with my entire rectum being removed, so I have a permanent colostomy, and then 6 months of follow-up radiation. Now, within the first 5 years, there was a 95% chance of recurrence. I'm one of those lucky 5% that didn't happen to me. But because I was already involved in the cancer space, working for the American Cancer Society at the time, I knew that I needed to use my story to talk to lawmakers, to share my story with other people so that what happened to me doesn't happen to others.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you just saw on the screen there, that was Michael with his blue beard trying to spread awareness as well. We do want to talk about some of the statistics behind this. Colorectal cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths among both men and women. In 2023, an estimated 153,000 people will be diagnosed with this disease. As we said, it's highly preventable though, and 1 in 23 men will be diagnosed and 1 in 26 women will be diagnosed with colorectal cancer. So just keep this in mind as you're listening to this. There is something that you can do to go ahead and get ahead of this. What do you think is the most important thing for people to know today?
I think for sure, be aware of your body, but also talk to your doctor about getting a screening test. I'm an advocate for Fight Colorectal Cancer as well, and the thing that drives me now is the possibility that colon cancer will be the #1 cancer killer of people under the age of 50 by 2030. We're talking about 7 years, so people need to get on it. We also need to continue to fund research to find out why this is happening.
Yeah. Michael, thank you so much for being here, for sharing your story with us. We really appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and take a short break, and we'll be right back.